Hello everyone, in this video we're going to take you on a drive through Bisbee in southern Arizona. Bisbee today is known for being this cute laid-back town. It is known for having an active retirement community, especially in the winter time when all the snowbirds come out into the desert to escape the cold winter in the northern states. Today, Bisbee is a great place to unwind and relax, but there is some very interesting history going on in this city. First and foremost, Bisbee was created as a mining city. To really get to know the mine, I suggest you go out on the Queen Mine Tour on the outskirts of town. If you want to see what that tour is like, check out the link in the description in this video. The Queen Mine Tour is amazing. I highly suggest you go on that tour if you want to really know what it's like to be a miner. So how Bisbee became a mining town is really fascinating. It all started in 1877. Back then, this area was the heart of Apache country. And let's just say the Apaches hadn't all surrendered yet. And so there was this group of what were known as renegade Apache in Arizona. And one of these groups was known to hang out in the Mule Mountains, which is today Bisbee. So the U.S. Army was sent out to find them. The Army tried to hire this scout named Jack Dunn to find the Apaches. He doesn't ever find the Apaches, but one day he's giving his horse a drink at this creek and he sees these green and gray specks in the water. He immediately recognizes that this is a sign of mineralization, which means there's probably copper and silver in the Mule Mountains. Jack Dunn was a scout. He really didn't have much of a desire to stay and to put in the effort that it takes to dig out a mine. But he did have a friend named George Warren, who was indeed a real miner. George Warren knew if they were going to succeed in this endeavor, they were going to need clout and money. So George made a call to another friend, a San Francisco judge named DeWitt Bisbee. Mr. Bisbee had the money and the legal know-how to file a mining claim, and in 1880 he put his name on the paperwork and the town of Bisbee was born under his name. The mountains turned out to be rich in silver, but more importantly, copper deposits. George Warren was known for telling a tale or two, and the word got out quickly about this mining claim. And so California was known as California Gold, and California Gold was king, but Bisbee was known as the queen of the copper camps. And so the Copper Queen Mine was born. Bisbee turned out to be one of the richest mineral sites in the world. 8 billion pounds of copper came out of Bisbee. And then there was the silver, lead, and zinc, which were also considered pretty valuable, especially during the two world wars. Bisbee officially incorporated as a city in 1908. And in 1910, the city claimed 20,000 citizens. This made it the largest city in the Arizona territories. Bisbee in those days was very crazy. A town with a ton of miners and 50 saloons. I don't know what that is, but it sounds like a party to me. Luckily today, the city isn't that crazy. Walking through the town today is very unique. It's like a physical time capsule. These types of cities naturally attract a lot of artsy type people, and Bisbee is no exception. Speaking of architecture, one of the things that I really liked about Bisbee were these stair/alleyways. Remember, this city is built in the mountains, so they have to go up and down a lot, and you get these crazy stairways. It reminded me a lot of some of the European towns I have been to. My wife says that if there was a Pueblo Mágico program in the USA, this city would probably be first on the list. There is still copper mining in Bisbee today, but in the 1950s, the mining company switched from excavation to open pit mining. By 1975, the Queen Mine had seen the last of its days. Open mining is still profitable, but requires a lot less people, so you see a lot less activity. except for the weekends when all the tourists come in. Which is basically what we were. And I have to say, after walking through the Copper Queen mine tour, we were very hungry. We asked our tour guide for 2 suggestions, and he suggested the Bisbee table and the double P. The Bisbee table was more expensive of the 2 options, but it was closer, so we went there first. Unfortunately, we also found out that it had a very long wait, so we ended up going to the double P. The double P was on the outskirts of town and was very 80s, honky-tonk kind of place, but the food was really good and half the price of the Bisbee table. After we ate, we left Bisbee and got to see the town one last time. We really enjoyed our time in Bisbee, Arizona. It is a nice little city with a colorful history and wonderful ambiance. If you want to see what it's like back in the old miner days, this is the place for you. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe. It helps the channel. And until next time, keep on adventuring.